I do want to talk, though, about the moment that I could not wait for Joshua to see. Joshua, you are a bit of a Green Lantern fan. How did you react to seeing that more than a cameo, I would call it a full-on appearance in that Steppenwolf flashback?
Oh, I jumped out of my seat. I startled the person next to me. So I love Green Lanterns, not a secret to anybody, and it was so cool to see, yeah, like the original fight against Steppenwolf, where all the heroes of that age have banded together, and there's a Green Lantern. There's one Green Lantern per sector of the universe. This was Earth's sector Green Lantern coming to fight.
And he died.
He did die.
Sacrificed himself.
But he
What
did
happened
get some
to the
cool.
ring?
He was making constructs and everything, and he
Had a
gets
cape.
killed. Yeah, yeah. I could not decide what species or what Green Lantern they were doing. I couldn't decide if it was a new character or something from the comics. I'll need to see it again to decide exactly
Love
who
he
that
an alien,
was.
though.
But yeah,
or she. She could have been
yeah,
a she.
who knows? But yeah, he. I'm just gonna go with he. But he eats it, and and of course we know when a Green Lantern dies, their ring flies off to recruit a new Green Lantern, continue on the legacy. So and that assumedly gets passed on eventually to Hal Jordan 5,000 years later. We don't know what they're doing in Green Lantern Corps, but it was just so cool to see that, because they took out the line from the trailer where Steppenwolf is talking and he's talking about how the Earth is unprotected and he says no lanterns, right? But so I'm glad we got this instead. We actually saw Green Lantern in the flesh. It was super cool. He was fighting alongside who I first thought was Shazam with the lightning,
it was Zeus.
but it was Zeus. Yeah, Jim corrected me, and now you've corrected me too, Terry.
Ares
And you too at home can correct.
Ares weirdly was also listed as one of the gods, as David Thewlis, like in the credits, which was
But
strange. I didn't see him.
Yeah,
Somebody else at my screening did see him. I think
Okay.
I was
One-
so busy trying to find Green Lantern again, and the second
Yeah.
time I was like, forget Ares. I know he's in this, and I'm like, I just want to get a better look at the alien, what the design was,
Yeah.
and it's upside down, so I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
it's got like little things poking out of its
That's
face.
again such a cheer moment, though, and I feel like that, to me, you put that in there because that's a promise. Like, we know
Yes.
Green Lantern Corps is one of the many movies in development, but to me that's like, in my head I'm like, this is a promise from Jeff Johns to Joshua Yell that he will make this movie. He wants you to know.
And I will say, in the comic book that Jeff Johns wrote, drawn by Jim Lee, about the Justice League meeting for the first time, that essentially mirrors this story. A few things are different. A lot of things are different, actually, but it's kind of the same core story, same core experience. That team is the exact same as here, but it does not have Green Lantern. So, I understand why you wouldn't want to do that. I feel like already having 6 characters is a lot, 7. Imagine having another character on top of all this who has a really weird origin and who had a movie that people didn't really gravitate to.
But there is the promise of more, because when they go into Wayne Manor at the end, and we're gonna, they're gonna clean it up and build it,
Their
and that's
Hall
gonna
of
become
Justice.
there's room for 6, and then I think Wonder Woman says, or maybe more, Batman says maybe more, So yeah, I think we'll get there with Green Lantern. I could see him being, whether it's Hal Jordan or John Stewart. I think they're gonna go with John Stewart.
I think there's gonna be like a bunch of them, right? It's gonna be it's gonna be those two in a Lethal Weapon style.
Yeah,
movie,
they've been
right?
developing
Yeah.
that. At this point, I'll believe. I have
10
no idea
years
what
from
they're
now,
doing.
when we're here doing the
Yeah.
spoiler cast for that. We have got plenty more Justice League coverage on the way, from Easter eggs and beyond. So for all things DC, make sure to like and subscribe to IGN on all your favorite platforms. We'll see you next time.